look out and around in the city of El Centro, you are going to see progress. You're going to see construction. You're going to see some new businesses. You're going to see some changes. So to find out about some of those changes, right now, with us on the telephone, El Centro City Manager Marcela Piedra and Development Director Norma Villacana. And we're going to find out from them what's going on. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Carroll. It's our pleasure to be with you this morning. Thank you for the invitation.
Well, as I drive around, I see some construction here. I see some remodeling there. I see, new businesses. And, it's important. One of the things, as I go way back to some of my business classes, one of the things to keep in mind is, hey, start a business when the economy is down and you grow with it. And a lot of people are taking advantage of that. But, okay, let's just get started. One of the things I see in the Valley Plaza, we see, some remodeling, grocery outlet coming into the Valley, right?
That's correct. We're very excited. Right now, they're doing the tenant improvements to the interior of the building. And we're hoping they will be open in a couple of months. But it's going to happen.
Okay. And, a little bit of infrastructure that's going on. I know on Imperial Avenue, some of the infrastructure, water and utility issues have been addressed. But also on Imperial Avenue, the state extending Imperial Avenue south of the freeway. And that project is continuing. And last I heard, it's ahead of schedule.
Yes, Carol. So we are very excited about this project. And as you pointed out, there's been millions of dollars that has been invested and will continue to be invested by the city to, I know it's an inconvenience right now, and it feels like we're off-roading on Imperial Avenue right now with the condition of the street. But in the next couple of weeks, you will see that Imperial Avenue, the portion that obviously is under the jurisdiction of the city, be improved. And it's exciting to see the opportunities once Imperial Avenue is extended south of Interstate 8. There's going to be tremendous growth opportunities. And you're right, the project is ahead of schedule, which is great. We know it's been an impact to other road systems within the city and the county as well. So we're very excited about that and the possibilities it's going to bring to our city once that project is completed.
Okay. And before we get to some of the commercial and retail issues, the city of El Centro with a new library and a new police station on the books, right?
That is correct. We actually are going to expect to break ground on our new library, which is going to be just east of where our existing library is, within that former shopping center. $20 million project. It's going to be a beautiful building that is going to give us the opportunity to offer so many services and programs to basically all members of the community. So we should be breaking ground on that project in June. So we are very, very excited about that new project, the police facility being built hopefully in the next 2 years here within our downtown or civic center area, $36 million projects. So very, very excited about those two major projects for the city.
Okay, and the county building a courthouse on Wake Avenue?
Yes, that is correct. As that project is under construction, construction has not stopped, and that is also, obviously over a $60 million project that should be completed here in the next couple of months. That's another infill project that is going to be great for the community. So I think one of the things that's important to point out, Carol, and I think you mentioned it earlier, is construction hasn't stopped. I mean, we have seen, obviously, unfortunately, the impacts of COVID and the loss of life and what have you. But one of the things that we have not seen impacted is construction. And if you drive around our city, you see construction basically on the north part of the city, the south, east, and west. So that has not stopped. And we're very, very fortunate that we see that.
Okay, as you go north on Imperial Avenue from Adams Avenue, you see a good deal of construction. One right there by Carroll's Jr. And go a little bit further, there's a car wash. And what else is going along in that area, Norma?
Just a little bit north of that car wash, Dr. Bo, it's a medical center. Dr. Bo is building a pretty big medical center to basically to accommodate medical offices. And that's also, they're working on the plans right now and on the building plans. We're reviewing the building plans. So that's also another exciting project that you're going to see along North Imperial Avenue.
Okay, the construction there right at Adams and Imperial, right by Carroll's Jr., that is going to be what?
That's going to be a Circle K, 7-Eleven.
They're interchangeable to me as well. So.
Yeah, we're working with the Circle K. That's going to be a 7-Eleven at that site.
Okay, and as you go a little bit further out Imperial Avenue, there's a brand new storage facility?
Yeah, well, that's actually a car wash next to the storage facility.
Okay, but the premier storage.
Oh yes. Yes, that's right east of Pollo Loco. Yes, it's a storage facility, and it's also accommodates offices. So it's a large project that was recently completed about a year ago, I think.
Okay, and one of the things that I thoroughly enjoy, the tiny houses.
We also enjoy that project. It's very, very cute.
Okay.
Very, very important.
And that is a joint venture between the city and IVC?
Yes, we are working with the Imperial Valley College Foundation and Imperial Valley College to be able to provide housing for students who are attending IVC. This is a project that really has been able to be achieved with a partnership with IVC. We also receive funding from the county through their homeless emergency assistance program. So, and even some nonprofit donations. This is truly, I think, a showcase for our community to be able to address an issue that obviously all communities are experiencing right now with homelessness. And so for us to have the ability to partner with these various agencies is very significant. We can't wait to see the impact, the positive impact of that project on obviously, you know, the students that are going to be able to call that place their home.
Okay, and Norma, I touched on some of the projects. Are there other projects that obviously I missed, or are there things that are in the works that we can tell about without divulging trade secrets?
Certainly, yes. Well, let's start with residential projects. We have a couple of multi-family residential projects. One of them is what we call El Dorado Family Apartments, and that's just on 8th Street, North 8th Street, if you're next to, across the street from El Dorado and Pico. That construction that's happening will be a multi-family project. And also, they're constructing that in several phases. The first phase is 64 units. So what you're seeing right now will be 64 units. And then hopefully down the line, they'll do the second phase with an additional, I think it's over 60 units too. We're also looking at is it Adams Avenue? The Chelsea project, that's another multifamily residential project. There's construction. It goes all the way from Barbara Worth to Adams Avenue. If you see construction, those are multifamily residential projects. And then if you go down 4th Street, south of, just south 4th Street, you'll see the new site for the California Highway Patrol offices. And that's just going to be off of 4th Street and Dannenberg. So they're getting ready to start construction at that site too.
Okay. And again, progress. So one of the things that you pointed out is multifamily homes. What I hear is, housing is tight, not only in El Centro, but in Imperial Valley. If a house goes on the market, it's typically sold very quickly. So meeting the needs of the residents through these developments.
Yes, that has been, we're lacking single-family residential housing. However, we do have the Lotus project, which is just off of La Brucherie, south of Interstate 8. That development continues to grow. The original plan, that subdivision can house 600 units, single-family residential units, and also there's space available for a school site and also a 10-acre park. That project will be more like a 10, 15-year project. And then we're also working with other developers to revise some of the subdivision maps that were approved back in the early 2000, 2005, 2006. And those subdivision maps are being revised, and which would provide, hopefully, a single family housing, which at an affordable cost. So we're working with those developers to bring more housing into the city.
Okay, and with the extension of Imperial Avenue south of the freeway, I know that there are plans for some retail. I would assume just off the freeway, but that's going to open up a lot of acreage for residential as well.
Yes, it is. In fact, right now the city's going through a general plan update, and we're hoping to wrap that up in June, which basically would allow mixed use just south of the Interstate 8 along Imperial Avenue. There's going to be mixed-use areas where you can have, we're hoping to have residential, commercial, just make it more of a walkable community along South Imperial Avenue.
Okay. Did I miss any particular area?
I think, Carroll, maybe if we can just highlight, the downtown. I think I'm sure that right now, even though the street is blocked because we're dealing with the Mayan site, but we are very, very pleased to see that the downtown is also getting some infill development. La Resaca, which is a business that is going to be opening here pretty soon, has invested in there. And so we're very, very happy, too, that the downtown is also getting some attention and some investment, because we do really want to see that area revitalized. And there's other efforts, of course, that are being done by the city to assist those businesses within the downtown area. So I think that, as we mentioned earlier, all areas of the city are seeing a level of investment.
One of the things I know has always been an issue dealing with downtown is absentee landlords. And I know that has always presented problems to the city getting things done.
Yes, and we have experienced that. And one of the things that the city did about a year and a half ago was adopt an ordinance where we do have a vacant property ordinance. And maybe Norma can talk about that, because it has been very productive for us in trying to make contact and reach these absentee landlords. So maybe Norma can elaborate a little on that.
Yes. Basically, the ordinance requires property owners who have vacant property. It could be a vacant building. It could be just a vacant lot, to register their properties with the city of El Centro. By registering their property, we have the information. What we're seeking for is, okay, who's the contact person? Because sometimes when a property owner lives out of town, it's very difficult to get a hold of that individual. So we're requesting that they have a local or a management company that will be maintaining the property. If there's some repairs that need to be done, we have somebody that we can contact. So that has been working really well, because now if we see a property that needs some attention, or it's been broken into, or we have the contact information to call, and the property owners are made responsible to maintain their property. If not, they could be cited. So that ordinance has been very helpful.
Well, and in a lot of the cases, you don't have anybody to contact prior to the ordinance because, well, it's a trust. So
right, that's correct.
I understand. Okay, we're making progress.
Yes, we are.
We are moving forward.
That is correct.
Okay, ladies, I appreciate the visit today, and we look forward to, continued growth in the city of El Centro.
Thank you, Carroll. We appreciate your time, and thank you for having us. Have a great day.
Okay. And that's Norma Villacana, the Development Director for the City of El Centro, and El Centro City Manager, Marcela Piedra, with an update on what's happening around the City of El Centro.
It's like a trip through time. Do you believe in magic? The
Imperial County Air Pollution Control District provides you with air quality reports daily. How is your air quality today? Check current air quality conditions in Imperial County at imperialvalleyair.org. You can sign up for free air quality alerts to be delivered directly to your email address, or you can download the Air Quality Alert app to your mobile device today. Stay informed with Imperial County Air Pollution Control District.